talking. Let me check. I'm so excited. I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? Gosh, obviously, I haven't done a live in forever. Let me see. Turn this down. I apologize for the background. That's like my nail stuff back there, crafts. It's a mess, but if you didn't know, I ruined my computer, my laptop. Where's the camera? There it is. I poured a cup of fresh hot coffee on my new laptop, so I no longer have a laptop. So I'm using hubby's desktop along with my phone. So I'm so happy to be here though. Hi, Team 222, Fruit Fly. Hi, everyone. Now, Team, I'm trying to figure out how to say the second word. Dicedoo? Team Dicedoo? Hi, Bridget. Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'm so excited. I'm just going to talk for a few minutes. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about, really. South Africa. Hi, Sonia. Oh my gosh, I remember. I have the chills, Sonia. I remember you. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is so, I feel like crying. I have the chills. I feel like crying a little bit. Hi, Lynn Marie. Hi, Tina. We're Tina and Lynn Marie. Where are you guys calling from? Or you're not calling. Where are you from? This isn't a TV show or a podcast. It's so fun for me to know where people are from. It just blows my mind that we can do this, but I love it. I do, Sonia. Of course I remember you. Yeah. Yes, so it's been a little challenging going back on YouTube. Oh, Lynn Marie, you're in Buffalo. Okay. And Fruit Flies in California. You're with me here in, well, I don't know where you're at, but it's hot. It's hot over here where I'm at today. But I have the nice air conditioning going. It's nice right on my head. Okay, New Orleans. Hi, Kelly. I remember Kelly. I'm happy to be back. And you know what? I'm not sure what direction the channel's going to go in. I'm kind of, it's a team, right? It's not just my channel. Atlanta. Okay, Kelly in Atlanta, Georgia. It's our channel. And I am very protective of it. I'm like a mother bear. All the time, in every situation. I'm very protective over things and people and situations and stuff. And thank you, Sonia. I feel like I am protective over the channel. And like I say in my videos, this is a safe place. If it's not a safe place because of someone in particular, and they will be dealt with and they will be removed and there'll be consequences, because that's not something I'm willing to put up with again like I did on my last channel. And that was one reason why I left. It was just ridiculous. There were a bunch of things I had to deal with behind the scenes to do with YouTube. Nothing to do with the Watts case whatsoever. But that was one of the reasons why I left. I didn't want my channel compromised, and I didn't want any of you guys to deal with the garbage I was dealing with. It's just not fair, and I don't want you guys to have to defend me, and I know you would, I know that, but I just don't want to put anyone in that position to feel like they do have to. I want my experience with you on here to be positive and healing. I am salty. I know that. I'm not always positive myself. I'm a little chompy. I will chomp on people here and there because of my tolerance level is just very shallow. And it's like the old adage, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything. Get out. Just go. I don't care. I don't care if my numbers stay where they're at. I was able to figure out a way to go ahead and start doing live shows without having the 1,000 people. So I'm happy about that. And you know what? It's us. It's us here. And like I've said before, if you don't believe in what I do, that's fine. I don't want to say that I don't care, because I do care about people, even people that don't believe in what I do, because those people still have a right to understand, and they have the right to understand that their loved ones are still around them. And maybe some people are going through a bad season, maybe they're going through a hard time for whatever reason. They lost their job, or their loved one died, or they just broke up with somebody. Whatever the situation is, there's some grace and understanding for people going through times like that, for sure. Fruit fly. I'm sorry, you're not in California, you're in Canada. Eh? Yay. Yeah, I'd like to get to 1,000 subscribers for sure. I'm going to have to get another laptop at some point, because I can't be traveling and not have the ability to do editing and to go live. And I don't remember if you guys remember from years ago, my son Benjamin and I were in London, and I think we did a live from London. That was a big turning point for the channel. It was on the Watts case, and I went from 500 subscribers to 3,000 and change within a day because of the Watts case. So, but I wasn't going to talk about the Watts case, but let me say something. Let me say something about the Watts case. Because I know there's people still interested in the Watts case, but I mean, I don't know if I have the right to tell you to move on from it, because it's up to you. Maybe you have a good reason why you want to still be involved in that. But at this point, I feel like it's negative energy. It's going to be a negative experience because we know what happened to the kids and Shanann. And do you really want those images flowing through your head still? I don't. They made me sick to my stomach. I mean, maybe it doesn't affect you guys in the same way that it affects me. But I can't take it. I cannot take it. There's no need for me to talk about it. I know what happened. I've explained what Spirit told me that happened in very much detail. In fact, Shanann was giving me so much information, it was upsetting me further, from just everything that happened that night. See, like right now, I'm thinking back to it. I don't think I want to think about it. Yeah, a lot of us did identify with Shanann, for sure. Yeah, but you know what? I'm going to ask you to take that energy if you, no, Shanann doesn't come to me. And if she, like right now, I think she's trying, I do see her, but I don't want to, sorry, Shanann. I don't want to talk to Shanann. I'm sorry. And she understands that I'm not being disrespectful. I just don't, because there's so many other cases of women that we can relate to that need our attention. There's cases that haven't been solved. There's cases where the kids or the woman is still missing. Let's put some energy into those cases. And, we're just a bunch of women. What do we know, right? But some people are threatened by that. There's people like, a bunch of old hags. They don't have anything else to do. They just want to sit on YouTube and chit chat and make shit up. So, why do we want to talk about it? Why do we want to figure things out? I've said this before, and it really goes back to human nature. We're mostly women here. We want to feel safe. I want to feel safe. I don't want to hear about missing woman number 1 or number 100 or child murdered. I just got off YouTube. I saw a video from 12 hours ago that a little girl named Bella, of all things, was murdered by her boyfriend's girlfriend. She was murdered by stepmom, I guess. This little girl, Bella, age 6, was put in a bucket, a large bucket. The stepmom, I'll call her stepmom. I'm not sure if they were married or just dating or whatever. But the lady who murdered Bella put her in a large bucket, put the bucket in a wagon, and walked the wagon a couple of blocks down and left that wagon with the barrel at the biological mother's house. What? Oh. This is Louisiana, right? This case. I mean, what the hell? Now, this happens to be a woman who did the murdering. We have a few cases of women doing some murdering. And yeah, absolutely, those need to be addressed as well. Those people are dangerous. You don't ever know. I've told you guys before, not to make you have fear, but just be mindful and be cautious. When you're out somewhere, you just don't know who's sitting next to you. I went out to lunch the other day with my friend Shelly from the Bay Area, and we were sitting outside. It was a beautiful day, and there were some kind of partitions in between each set of tables outside. And so you could kind of see next to you on either side, but it was such a beautiful day, and we were talking. It's like, yeah, these people right here could be murderers. I don't know. I mean, I could probably figure it out if I really tried, but you just don't know who's around you. And I think that's why so many women like the true crime. My husband, God bless him, but he doesn't understand what it's like to be a woman. I'm sorry. You just don't, Bubba. You just don't. We're scared. We're scared all the time, most of us. We may not show it. I mean, I shouldn't have to put on my combat jacket and boots and pretend like I'm some badass woman who's a threat myself when I go out. I mean, I do like my combat jacket, but I'm just saying, it's like, as a female, I feel like I have to really be mindful when I'm out and about. And especially as we go through life, we face different challenges, and I have a friend who I used to work with, and she's probably 10 years older than me, but she was at a Macy's store, and she got harassed by some women, and they ended up getting into her purse and taking out her wallet right there in the store. She was kind of just overtaken by these women. That's not cool. That's not safe. So I think that's why we spend our energy, we spend our time finding out about these cases, because we want to feel safe. That's what I think. You guys can tell me how you feel. I think we'll be talking about this Bella case in Louisiana. I'm just sickened by it. I worked in education. I worked in young education for 16 years. So most of my time was with younger kids from 3 years old up to like 13 or 14. So, and as I've said, I was very protective over those kids, and I miss children greatly. I really do. Okay, let me take a breath. How many people are here? 21, yay. Yay! And I really appreciate you guys coming back to me. And if you're new, I appreciate you giving me a chance. And, okay. Summer Wells. That name keeps popping up. Hi, Bernadette. I love that name. Okay, now I'm just going to Google this. I always let you know if I'm going to Google something, as opposed to hearing it from Spirit. Okay, so Summer Wells, let me just read this. Missing since June 2021. This is the official website of the Wells family. I haven't looked into this before, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this link. Just gonna see what it is. I'll see if any spirits come in. I like I said, I've heard of the name. I know I told you guys I'll put it on my list. But let me just have a look here at this little one. Okay, it says it's a cold case. It says, Summer, if you are alive. Oh, there's a bunch of links here. Huh, what is this? There's a tips update. Where is this from? Missing since June 15th. All right, I'm just looking at her picture right now. There's like 4 or 5 pictures of her. I'm not getting anything immediately. Every picture I look at, I get a little bit different feeling. I'm trying to determine if she's even passed. Okay, yeah, I'm not getting anything right now, but all right, so now I can say I know who she is. I've seen her pictures. So when I go forward and work on that case, I'll try and remind myself and remind you that I did look her up. I like to be transparent with you guys. You know, I am not that making a mistake by accident is going to cause me karma. But I just really would hate to put out what I would consider false information. I like to be thorough. So I hear people saying a lot of things on YouTube and elsewhere, but there's really no foundation for some of the things that I'm hearing. For example, on the Kohberger situation. I don't like that there's information going out. Hi, Diana from Tennessee. Hi. I don't like there's false information going out that the 2 surviving girls from the Idaho case, that she's going to set Kohberger free. Come on. That's just crap. That's absolute crap. Don't let that freak out your spirit. When I heard that, I immediately thought, I told you. I told you so. And I don't mean you. I just mean the universe. I told you. When this case happened, I said from the very, very, very beginning, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be underhand. Is that the right word? There's going to be no integrity from the other side. What was the word I wrote down? I have notes all over the place for this case. I said Ann Taylor's playing dirty. Now, technically, Ann Taylor, Kohberger's attorney, she's not doing anything illegal. But she's not doing things, here goes my brain, ethically. She's lacking integrity. Like I said, I did put in the comments, if you scroll up to the top, I put a link in there. You can copy and paste it to sign the petition to get rid of Ann Taylor, Kohberger's attorney. This woman is ruthless. She's dirty. She dropped cases to take the Kohberger case. And I was watching Nancy Grace because Nancy Grace's title of her video was something I had said long ago. So I thought, well, let's see what Nancy knows now. Oh, the whole video was about stuff I told you guys a long time ago about Ann Taylor. Denmark. Oh my goodness. Hi. And Diana's in Canada. Hi, Denise. That's okay. No worries. Let me see if I can find, I don't know if I can find that video right now. I don't want to accidentally hang up on you guys. So I'll try and find that video later, and maybe in the next video or so, I'll post a link to Nancy Grace's channel, or this video particularly. But Nancy Grace, she's obviously a badass attorney. She's very salty, sometimes rude. She just is. She said everything I said about Ann Taylor, Kohberger's attorney. Now I'm wondering, I'm just throwing this out there, you guys. This isn't from Spirit. Let's make that clear. What I'm about to say is not from Spirit that I know of. If I can get a confirmation right now as I'm talking, I'll let you know if Spirit confirms this with me. But the two, oh, here comes Spirit. I'm losing my voice. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. They're coming into my body. Who is it? Okay. Spirit's talking to me. I'm getting off track. Okay. So we knew the night of the murders, most of the kids were out and about, as college kids are. Now, do we know? Does anyone know? I'm asking you. I don't know, but I'm asking you. Do we know? Do you know if the two girls that were not murdered, is it Bethany and Bethany Funk? I got to get a better system here. Bethany, whatever the other one's name is, and I apologize because her name's obviously very Dylan. Okay, so Dylan and Bethany, the two young ladies who were not killed that night in the Idaho case, are they even able to be witnesses? Were they drinking that night? I would be if I was a college kid and everyone was out. Yeah, that's just what you do. So were they under any influence of drugs? And I don't mean that in a bad way. Yeah, alcohol's considered a drug. Maybe marijuana. Who knows? I'm just going based off my own kids. I'm not saying I like it, but how can they be witnesses if they were under the influence of alcohol? I might perjure myself. I might just say, you know what? I don't even know. I was high as a kite. I was smoking pot or whatever. I don't know. In order to not be a witness for the defense, I might perjure myself. I'm just saying. That's another reason why I cannot be in the jury. Along with being a psychic, right? But I don't know. Something doesn't seem kosher. And we know that I don't know. I'm a little confused which one's being subpoenaed potentially. Is it Dylan or is it Bethany? I think it's Bethany being subpoenaed. Like that girl hasn't been through enough. And a lot of people are talking about survivor's guilt and stuff. There's really no reason to... It's Bethany being subpoenaed. Okay, so there's no need for survivor's guilt. I understand that, but coming from the outside, there's no way the girls would have, either of them would have known what the hell's going on with their roommates being murdered. I mean, I've been young, believe it or not. I've been to college parties and stuff, and slept over at other people's houses and stuff in my, late teens, early 20s. You're tired. You don't know what's going on sometimes. They say that they were under some type of something like Molly, having no idea how true. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the defense is scrambling for anything, and it's just wasting time, because then the prosecution's going to have to come back and say, hey, Were you under the influence? And so now, the student may say, yes, I was. And so the defense is putting these kids, these two women, under so much unneeded stress. It's not going to produce anything to help the defense. And it's just terrible. Kelly, you have survivor's guilt. I'm sorry. I don't know the situation, but I will say this as a psychic. We are all predetermined before we come to the earth, whether you believe in God or higher power or whatever. Our destiny is set before we are in utero. We just don't know it. So when we meet people, let's say, for example, I'll just make somebody up. I want to make sure it's no one's name here that's in the room. Okay, I don't want to make up a name. I'll just say girl number one. Okay, so girl number one died in a tragic car accident in high school at age 17. Okay, well, that was always going to happen. And maybe there were other kids in the car who survived fine, and it was only girl number one who died in the car accident. I could see the other kids in the car of this make-believe story. I could see them having survivor's guilt. But there's no reason to have survivor's guilt. Yes, it's horrible, it's awful, but instead of survivor's guilt, get on your knees, or you don't even have to get on your knees. Just thank the universe that it wasn't your time and that you still get more time on this planet, and that was her destiny, girl number one. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how it is. We just don't know when it's going to happen. I mean, some people, not too often, but some people live a long time and have to see so many of their loved ones pass away. And they probably wonder, why am I 105 and my kids and my grandkids are all gone? You know what I mean? And it's no one's fault. That's my point. Kelly, I'm reading your message here. Oh, wow. Kelly, gosh, I feel your heaviness. Yeah, if we're still here, that means we're not done. If we're still here, a drunk neighbor, something similar, Kelly, happened to my kid's cousin, Sarah and Benjamin's cousin. He was probably 13 or 14 at the time. He was on a go-kart in San Diego, and he got hit by a drunk driver and died. You know, we have to look at miracles even though maybe something negative happened. So Kelly, yes, it's negative that your uncle passed, but let's look at the miracle and blessing that you were not. We don't always understand it. Most of the time we don't understand it, but you just have to believe it's what was supposed to happen. We just didn't know that was written in the book yet, so to speak. Oh, gosh. Okay, Kelly, hold on, Kelly. I'm feeling, okay, hold on. The best is yet to come. And let's say in Kelly's sake, she's had some medical health conditions. It's like, some people may say, use am I to the universe? What use am I? Well, that's not really something you have to worry about. You just have to be willing to continue to go and live your life. You don't know. You may meet someone in the line at Target who you connect with and you guys become best friends. Or, I love old people. I'm getting up there myself. I mean, we're all aging, but you know what I'm saying. You just don't know where you're going to be used, but you have to be open and agree to being used. But I'm telling you, if you are here, the best is yet to come. Whatever that means personally in your situation, it's important to remember. And you may say, Audrey, I just sit in my house all day. I don't even have a life. Well, you may think you don't have a life. Maybe you need a little push. Maybe you need a little push to get out in the community or take a walk. You can meet so many people just walking around your block or whatever, if it's safe. If you don't live in a safe area, don't do that. Do something else. Volunteering. I still volunteer at a hospital. I was in the ER working, and there's a lot of opportunity in the ER for anyone to help people. And gosh, I just have a heart for elderly, and it just breaks my heart. Seeing an elderly person alone in the ER and no family would come and sit with them, or, and I don't know all the situations of what's going on, but it just feels good being there for somebody, even if it's just to hold their hand for 5 minutes or whatever. Lori says, you got the nail on the head. I don't have a life. I have my 4 kids and 3 of my 8 grandkids. And your mom. Wow. Yeah, but that's a life. That's a blessing. Do your kids live with you, Kelly? Hi, Dawn in Florida. I'm one of those kinds of people. I would like to have like what's that? Like a compound. I would like to have property and have little houses on the property for everyone in my family. If my kids never want to leave, just build them a house over here or over there. But I know some parents are the opposite. They're like, God, I can't wait for my kids to get out of my life and get out of my hair. But I still struggle with Sarah and Benjamin being so far away. And hi, Marcia. I remember Marcia in Tennessee. That was another reason I had to get off YouTube, because my depression hit an all-time low and I didn't have my support system. My husband was stuck out of the US. My best friend wasn't there for me, and I had no one to talk to about my feelings. And yes, I'm a helicopter mom. I have a hard time letting go of my kids. It was hard having my daughter even 40 minutes away from where I was living in San Jose. Hi, Justice. Oregon, the beautiful state of Oregon. Glad you could make it. But my depression from missing my children is something I still have to deal with on a daily basis. And it makes me cry at the drop of a hat. I miss my babies, and my mom just gave me an envelope full of baby pictures of my kids of when they were little, and it really hit me. Hi, Crystal. Yeah, I don't hear from my kids very often. But, Benjamin has been helping me with my laptop situation. And yeah, those laptops are dead, but I did send him through Amazon. I sent him an external hard drive. So he's going to put all my data and my files and everything from 2 computers onto this hard drive and mail me the hard drive back. So at least I'll have my other book that I'm working on. Hi, Patty in Iowa. Glad you made it, ladies. Yeah, so I have to be, I'm not very logical, and it's hard for me to be logical sometimes, but it's like, I don't know what the future even holds for myself. Maybe someday, we will end up living together, but that's maybe not going to be a good situation. I don't know. But, my mind is just constantly racing over missing my kids. Okay. Oh, I saw a question up here. Let's see. Let me go back. I know, Bridget. It's so funny when spirit comes in. I get scared. Honestly. A lot of times I'm scared. I'm like, who is it? Who are you? Could you announce yourself before you jump inside my body, please? Oh, Sonia's asking, what age did you become aware of your psychic abilities? This is in my book, but I'll just give you a short version of this. So I've known there was something different about myself as early as I remember having a consciousness, as early as I can remember being alive. And I do have a pre-birth memory. And the memory is me standing before 2 entities. They look like men, but kind of shapeless, but tall. And we were talking about my next life and what my life was going to be down here. And when I got down here, yeah, this isn't it. This isn't the life I was literally told by these entities that I was supposed to have. And so even at a very young age, I was fancy. And I would wear white gloves. I would wear hats, sunglasses, a small handbag. I'll try and find some pictures, but that's just how I've always been. And I swear I remember this. I was 3 years old. Our house was being built, and my parents and my brother and I went to go look at the house to see how it's coming along. And I'm like, this isn't the right house. Where's the castle? Where's the castle? Because what is this? Just carry me around, because this is unacceptable. That's how I was. And, as I got older, I was able to figure out, okay, it's a combination of a past life memory past life memory, and then confusion about being here this life. So, I've always known there was something about me. And, but I never really pursued it or discussed it until I met Janet at my job, and I was about 40, maybe 39 at the time, and her dad came into my presence, and it was so overwhelming in a good way. I had to tell her what I was feeling and seeing, and that I have these visions of people and stuff. And I didn't really know her at the time, so I was careful as to how I described my abilities. But I mean, I knew names, I knew the buildings she lived in, they owned, I knew the restaurant, I knew everything about her past with her father. And so that's really when I decided, okay, I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna come out of the closet. I'm coming out of the closet, and really started using my gift to help people. And, Janet's 12 years older than me, so it's not like she was super young, but at the time she was like 52, which is young, but she was having a hard time. It had been about 10 years since her dad died, and she was in pain. Her dad was treated poorly by her mother, and she was in a lot of pain. So her dad, okay, I think he's coming in. Her dad had me sit down and transcribe an entire page of information for Janet, and it was like a love letter to Janet from her father. And Janet always kept that letter with her. She folded it up. She always had that letter with her, to read it, to be reminded that her dad's still here. And interesting, her dad's been reincarnated twice since his death, which is another subject. But that's really how my opportunities for myself being a psychic out of the closet came about, was from Janet. But all my life, there's a great story in my book about me being in the hospital at 5 and 6 years old and having really my first spirit interaction that I could recall. And oh gosh, yeah. Hi, Jamie. Jamie in Maine. Patty's in Iowa. Hi, Fallon. Yeah, so, I do get these past life memories, which is why I think I love aircraft so much. I think I've been a male in a past life. That's fine. There's no gender on the other side, in case you're not aware of that. And once I figured out, like, oh, why am I so interested in this or that, or I do this or that, things started to make sense. Why I have a love for the French language. Well, come to find out, I've had some lives in France. And I've actually met, this is going to sound wacky, but I'm going to tell you because I'm open with you guys. I do a reading, like I mentioned, for the young woman who I meet with every month. We do a reading every month. And it's been almost 3 years of doing readings once a month. And we have figured out, this young woman who's like 23, 24. Actually, oh my gosh, I think it's her birthday. I think her birthday is like today or tomorrow. That we've known each other in a past life in France. And it's very complicated, but it gives you such a feeling of connectiveness. Is that a word? It makes me feel like I know myself better. Even though I wasn't this person, I was a different person, it still is a piece of the puzzle, and it makes me feel stronger in who I am right now. And you guys let me know what you want to talk about. Do you want to stick with crime stuff? Do you want a combination of crime and spirit stuff? I would love to hear ghost stories, because I love when spirit interacts with people. And as terrified as I get when I see things moving, it's still a fascinating story to hear. Diana, you lost your mom in August, and then your sister in November. Yes. They are with you, Diana. They are. Yeah. Diana, let me just ask you. Hi, Julie. Okay, Denise, thank you for that input. Okay, crime and spirit, Jamie says too. Diana Bond, let me ask you. If you would like to share. If not, don't worry about it. Can you share with us why you feel, how you feel the presence of your loved ones? What does that mean? you say they are with you in spirit. Are you feeling things? Are you having thoughts? Are you hearing songs? Are you finding pennies on the ground or anything like that? If you can share, it's Diana, it helps others. It helps others to understand a little bit better, because there may be people when you get the chills. Okay, yeah, that's spirit's energy. I just got the chills right now. Oh, Sonia, you want to see my jewelry? I have a lot of jewelry. I'll do that. Let me write that down. I'd love to talk about jewelry because I'm fancy. All right, let me just make a note. Oh, Jamie, I'm reading your comment. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, Denise, you want to see my jewelry too? Okay. Diana, that's good. That's good. So when Diana's saying that when she talks to them, her loved ones who've passed, she can hear their words in her mind. And yeah, that's it. That's how spirit connects. It's telepathic. Sometimes I hear audible sounds, not super often. Most of the time, it's just telepathic. And when an entity is speaking to me telepathically, it's interesting because it's not like a conversation. It's like, okay, Audrey, here's a block of information. Here's a box. This is a box of information explaining this subject for you. Okay, there it is. Now you know everything. So it's not like I have to take time and read through this whole box of information. It's like, okay, now you just know. There, wham, there you go. Now you know everything. So it's weird. Hi, Patty. Yeah, wasn't that crazy, Patty, about the card and the ID? Interesting. Yeah, Marcia, we were talking about Summer a little earlier. I looked her up right now on Google. I don't get anything right off the bat, but that doesn't mean I won't get something at any point. Sometimes I have random people just come to me. Someone died near my sister's house in Arizona, and I was telling her about it. And she's like, well, let me look and see if there was any accidents or anything nearby. Yeah, there was an older man killed by a car kind of behind her house. And she's a nurse, so she has weird hours, so she didn't even know that this accident had happened. So sometimes random spirits definitely come into my presence, and it's like, who are you? I mean, they could literally be anybody. It could be my own relative for all I know, but I need that connection. As I mentioned earlier, go to the top of the comments. There's a link I put. Just copy and paste the link to Ann Taylor, Brian Kohberger's attorney from the case. Will it help? Will it happen? I don't know, but I feel good signing a petition. Oh, that's cute, Jamie. Yeah. Spirits come in the form of animals or insects, butterflies, dragonflies, hummingbirds. That's a big one. I have stories. They're going to be in my book. Unbelievable. I can hardly believe it myself. And I'm the one that experienced these things with these spirits. Yeah, maybe your loved one recently passed, or maybe they passed a while ago. It doesn't matter. But maybe suddenly you're having a beautiful blue bird or a beautiful dove or something coming to your window. And it's like, well, my loved one died 10 years ago. I've never experienced anything. Okay, well, just stop. Just stop and think about it for a minute. Just be mindful. This bird, I wonder, could this be my loved one? And just watch the behavior of the bird and see if the bird comes back at a certain time. Just start thinking about it. Just be open to it is the main thing. Okay, Bridget has a question. I just recently had a grandbaby and he has a birthmark like in between his eyes and they call it an angel's kiss. Does that mean maybe a loved one kissed him before sending him to us? A loved one that's passed already. That's a great question, Bridget. So Bridget has a grandchild who was born with a little, what we call an angel's kiss birthmark on their forehead. No, Bridget, that is not the mark of an actual entity kissing the child, but 100% our loved ones often hold the babies before they're sent down. 100%. Hi, Tara. Tara's in New York. So many times. Okay, hold on. Spirit's coming in. I'm not sure who this is, but they're like, oh no, we can't pick them. That's what Spirit just told me. Not sure who this is. This is Spirit saying, oh, we can't pick the babies. Of course we hold them before they come down. Oh, yes. Yeah. So, I know, my grandmas are passed too, and it just freaking kills me. One more than the other. So, you know, as human beings, we kind of, we need to understand who and what we are. What are we? We're flesh. Some people say we're bacteria. Some people say a lot of different things about how the human race has evolved into what we are now. Whatever. Just like angels, you know, we say they have wings. Why do we say angels have wings? Because they're flying around. But their energy, they don't have a body, but they're flying. That's why we make these entities, these angels or spirits, draw them with wings. Because to us, our human small brains, yeah, they're flying around. They don't actually have wings, but that's just our visual for these amazing, beautiful, wonderful entities that we have with us who are invisible. Yes, Jamie, I will be. Yeah, I'll be doing private readings soon. I'm going to start out small, probably just, you guys can text me on Instagram. Let me type my Instagram name in here. And you can just message me on Instagram. Okay. All right. There's my Instagram. So, yes, so it's not a physical thing being kissed right here, but there's certainly been some amazing birthmarks born on people that it's like only God could do that. Only an angel could have made this happen. And you know, weird things happen. They're weird, but they're little miracles. Those are miracles that happen, that some of these things that we see going on that are unexplainable or mind-boggling. I have a friend, and she's, I guess she would consider herself atheist. And we went to London right before COVID happened, and there were 5 of us that went to London together from work. And she's also a science teacher, so she's very sciencey, very, you know, matter of fact, whatever. That's fine. And she didn't even want to go into these beautiful, amazing churches in London. And but I got her to go in them. But she's like, okay, when we walk in, if I suddenly burst into flames, you'll know why. Because she doesn't believe in it. But she could feel the energy. And she told me she feels something. She's like, I'm not saying I believe in it, but there's a feeling. And that's important to know. That was a big deal for her to admit that as an atheist. And of course, these churches some of them are hundreds and hundreds of years old. There are some even 1,000 years old. It's insane. So yeah, there's a lot of spirits in and out there. There's a lot of burials there. They're on the floor, and you have to walk over their grave, which I don't like that. But yeah, so that was fun watching my friend experience some spirit energy as a science atheist. Yeah, so that was cool. That was cool. I loved it. Yeah, the churches. Yeah, and these churches have so many either stained glass, or they have pillars, or they have statues, all with wings. Everything's flying. Everything's winged. These angels and different entities and stuff. And yes, it's because they're around. They're in the air. And you don't have to see something to believe in it. Right? Isn't that what faith is? I'm not a cult. I am not trying to convert you to something. I'm not. That's not my job. My job's here to tell you the truth. And if you want to believe, then that's great. If you don't want to believe in spirit and the fact that I channel spirit and just talk to spirit, that's up to you. You know what? You do you. So Bernadette, I wish I knew if my father comes to me. So how can you know for sure? Now, Bernadette, I'm tuning into your father actually right now, and he feels distant to me. I feel like he's not able to come in for some reason, and I'm asking why, but I do see him. Bernadette, I feel like your dad doesn't come to you right now, but I think he will at some point. I'm being given information, it's just timing. Which I know is painful, but how do you know if someone is coming into your presence? You just know. You know it. There's no doubt. You just know it. You feel it. It's one of those things. Here's the information. Okay, now I know that. It just happens. When it happens, you know that it happens. And some of our loved ones on the other side can definitely protect us, such as an angel could do as well. Maybe the loved one says, "Oh, I don't want you to get in the car right now, so I'm gonna mess up your car so it won't start right now." Or, "Hey, I'm gonna hide your keys." And spirit hides the keys somewhere so that you can't get in the car and get in that car accident. Some spirits do that. Not all of our loved ones who have passed have that ability to do such a thing, but enough of them do. And you just may think you're losing your mind. Like, I always know where my keys are at. I always keep them right here. Why are they not here? Why were they not here? They were over in they were in the bathroom in the toothbrush drawer. Stuff like that is spirit. It's not you going crazy. Denise, yeah, that's your puppy. No, you're not crazy. You're not crazy at all. It's interesting because, I have 2 cats, and I can already see after they've passed, I know what they're going to do to me. I know that when I'm sleeping, they're still going to come and lay on my chest, even though they're not here anymore. I know I'm going to be feeling that presence of my cats. I know I'm still going to be hearing the scratching in the litter box and things like that. I don't know why those kind of things come to my mind, but I already know that these two cats, I know that that's going to happen. Hi, smiley face. Sonia says, is there a time limit for spirit to come to you? Like if someone died many years ago, can they still come to you? Yes, they can. They can still come to me at any time. But, I ask myself sometimes, like, well, can I talk to George Washington or something? Can I talk to someone famous? And I do talk to famous people that come in. I talked to Rock Hudson. Rock Hudson comes in because he knows somebody that passed, of someone I do reading for. And I would have never guessed that. He's interesting, Rock Hudson. I have communicated with Michael Jackson. He's come into my presence. I would say he didn't give me any information, but he has come into my presence. And George Floyd, the African-American man who was killed by that policeman, George Floyd came into my presence massively during a live show a few years ago. Some people didn't want to hear from him since he was a criminal. I can understand that, but for those who do care about him and are concerned for his death, he was and is at 100% peace. He had a smile from here to here. Okay, here he comes. George. Hi, George. He's here. He's getting in my legs. He's up here and I was getting in my legs. And he's wearing like, I don't know what it's called. Is it a Baptist religion? They wear those cloaks when they sing, like a choir. He's wearing a white gown, kind of like a choir member, I think would be wearing. But he's fine, and I know he was a criminal. But you know what? What he's putting in my body right now, and letting me experience a slice of heaven. I gotta, I have to accept that. He's one of these people who, when crossed over, immediately was changed. He didn't have to go to spirit school or anything like that. He did not go to hell. So I'm happy for George Floyd. I am. And I wish everyone I channel could be as happy and just, how do I describe you, George? Just pure joy. And that may seem weird because of the way he was murdered and suffocated and all that, and that's awful. But when spirits come to me and I start crying, it's because of the 100% pure joy. I'm basically leaving my body real quick. You don't even notice it. I'm going to the other side. I get to feel that for a split second. I get to feel the 100% peace that we will never know on this planet. So, Marlene, I'm reading your question, Marlene. I am very an anti-Meghan Markle. I 100% don't like her. I'm just saying. I mean, as a human being, she's a human being. But maybe you guys are not aware of my connection with Princess Diana. Princess Diana, before I met Janet, it was Princess Diana who actually encouraged me to allow spirits to come into my presence. I wasn't talking, I didn't tell anyone about Diana until I've started writing this book. But Princess Diana literally has been with me since she died. And she's the one that said, hey, you're a psychic. I'm going to give you some information. I'm going to help you. You need to start telling people things. I mean, it's incredible the amount of information that I have from Princess Diana. So, Diana showed me years ago, before Meghan, about a year before Meghan came into the picture, she told me about Meghan. And I thought, oh, okay, well, all right, whatever. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this girl. But one thing Diana told me is Meghan Markle wanted William. 100%. If William would get a divorce right now and take Meghan Markle, she would do it. She would leave Harry and she'd go be with William. That's the truth. Of course, for legal reasons, I have to say I am just a nut. I'm an absolute crazy person. Don't listen to me. These are just my opinions. So did Meghan carry these babies? So here's what I have been shown on Meghan. So with the first child, with Archie, Meghan was using, again allegedly, Meghan was using a fake bump because she wasn't showing. It's your first baby. I didn't show till I was like 7 months pregnant with Sarah. I was tiny still until around 7 months. Excuse me. And so Meghan gave herself a bump to get the attention because she wasn't showing. And but she did give birth to both kids. Now the second child, she did not really need to bump up her bump because second kid and after that you just are showing much earlier. So yeah, I'm not a Meghan Markle fan. I think Meghan's really pretty. My husband doesn't think she's pretty at all, but I think she's very, very attractive. I think a lot of negative things about her. But some people might say, well, she's a hustler. She's hustling. It's okay to be a hustler and make your money and take care of your family, but not at the expense of other people's lives. And that's basically what she does. She doesn't care. She'll step on people. She doesn't care. She'll step on them, walk away, and never look back. So I don't appreciate that about her. But I think she's smart. I think she's, unfortunately, she's got Harry fooled. She's making a fool out of him. Okay, all right, let's see. Oh, smiley face. Yeah, I do that too. You jolt in your sleep. I do that all the time, and that doesn't have typically anything to do with spirit. Oh, Bernadette. He was a troubled alcoholic. Okay. So, yeah, so maybe he is in spirit school, Bernadette. Maybe he's, you know what? Spirits are treated very nice after they pass. They're just 100% love, except Photos Dulos. But they're treasured after they pass, even if they were a raging alcoholic or whatever things they've done. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Donna, your husband passed. Oh gosh, Donna. Okay, Donna, let me see if I can feel him. Give me a second. Donna, for your husband, I'm feeling very weak. I feel like all of a sudden I lost my strength. Does that make sense to you, Donna, with your husband? I feel like my arms right here. I feel weak. I feel like I just couldn't move right. I'm feeling something to do with the heart. I mean, obviously we all die because our heart stops beating, but I'm not talking about that. Donna, I can see your husband right now. Nice man, gentle man, very loving and caring, giving to so many people. He would help out people like just so easily. Hi, Donna, 677. Donna, I haven't seen you forever. But I've been off the internet forever. Donna, it's so nice to see you again. Thanks for coming back. I think we said hi on Instagram the other day, I think. I have not done anything with Letitia Stock case. That one just gives me yucky feelings. Yeah, I missed you, Donna. I hope you're doing well. Were you okay, Donna, through COVID and all that? Was your family okay? Oh, Jamie, I'm sorry your grandma suffered. You know, that suffering is something we only experience here while we're alive. And it's interesting how quickly that pain and suffering goes away when we depart from our bodies. It's instant. And for some spirits, they've shown me that their pain and suffering has even gone away maybe 5 or 10 minutes before they actually pass. So I'm sure your grandma was not suffering as she departed. Thanks, Donna. Yeah, we're all good. Everyone's good. No major anything through COVID. Thank God. Sonia, getting back to your thing about Letitia Stock claiming insanity, has she been tested for being insane? I mean, that is a thing. We can't, just because we're not insane or, we haven't had psychotic episodes and stuff. I mean, it is literally a thing. It does happen. It happens to people. But I don't know about Letitia, honestly. Fruit Fly, am I close to finishing my book? I am. My book's basically done. I just need my latest version, which is on my laptop that is dead. So as soon as my son sends me my book back to me on the external hard drive, then I'll have my book back and I can send it to the publisher and start the editing process. It does take a while. Any thoughts on the royal coronation? Yay! Oh my God. I'm nuts. I'm nuts with the royals. I'm nuts over the royals. You should see everything I have. What do I have? I have... I'm nuts. Here, let me grab something. I'm going to show you. I collect anything royal. I have a lot of the Queen's... I have a lot of the Queen's actual coronation porcelain china. I bought this before the Queen died. Isn't that cute? And I have a watch, but it's not about what I have. But as far as King Charles, I wasn't a fan of him for a super long time, but his energy's changed. People can change. I sound disappointed that he's changed because I can't hate him anymore. But he's going to be different than the Queen in some ways that I think is going to rub people the wrong way. I mean, I don't like his wife, the Queen. I just don't. Her energy has not changed. Diana and I have had so many conversations about that woman, and nothing's changed with her. She may be and I know everyone loves her in England and the UK. They love the Queen Camilla, but I don't. I'm sorry, I just don't. Hi, Andrea. Um, that's the thing about me. I don't say what you guys want to hear, and I know there's going to be English people that watch this video, and I do apologize. If I could be English, I would. I feel like I was supposed to be born in England. I do. I don't like her. I hear only good things about Queen Camilla, but I'm telling you, I see things. She's basically playing the role. She's playing the role. She's good at it. So yeah, the coronation I think will be fine. I do see an event happening there that's going to be handled, and it will not cause a problem. The king won't know that it's happening as it's happening. It's fine. No one's going to get hurt with that. Yeah, and I hope the queen shows up. I'll be watching. Maybe I'll even do a live. I hope the queen comes for that. I can see the queen, but she's still in a state of rest since her passing. So we'll see. Maybe she'll come for the coronation. I don't know. I can see Philip too. He's still standing right next to the queen, not leaving her. All right, you guys, I gotta go. It's Saturday. I gotta go run errands and stuff. I am so happy that you all came to do this live with me. Oh, Justice, yeah, let's move to England. I told my husband, I'm like, let's just be one of those couples that like lives, like 6 months here and then 6 months in England, and hint, hint, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Marcia, let me think about your question, Marcia. My brain's halfway out of the door already, but I'll think about your son and let you know, okay? All right, guys, don't forget to encourage everyone to subscribe to the channel, forward the videos, just let everyone know I'm back, and we'll keep this rolling, and we'll see where it goes. All right, so I'll see you guys super soon. I'll probably do a video later and post it tomorrow. All right, thanks so much, everyone. You mean everything to me, my saltines, and I'll see you soon. Bye.